A little eyeball right here. That's kind of spooky.
Alright, there's some creepy shit back here.
Yeah, some voodoo going on. Creepy, creepy, creepy.
What's that right there?
Right here, Seth, the blue card.
What's that right there?
That?
No. Right up under the carbon. Is that...
Blood in there? Yeah, it sticks there too. Oh, it's...
Is that blood?
I don't think so. I think it's...
On December the 3rd, 2022, two men, Alan Robert Cheatwood and Jamie Denger, urgently flagged down paramedics in Tallahassee, Florida, stating to have encountered something disturbing in the woods. This is the paramedics' reenactment of the event.
The notes that I have is they flagged you down and just told you that somebody was...
Yeah, so...
Were you guys sitting right there?
Well, we were inside. You know how we have that little room inside the library?
I did not know that, but okay.
Some people do, because a lot of people from the sheriff's office come in there and use
I don't
the
work
bathroom.
Northwest,
So we have a little room in there with a bathroom and like seats. So I came out to come just grab a bottle of water from the truck, and they were walking up, looking like they were probably going to knock on the door. I just so happened to beat them by 30 seconds. And they said, hey, our friend is...
Do you know which one said that?
They both were reiterating it.
Okay.
The one with the stick was the more concerned one.
Okay.
But they were like, we found him wrapped in a tarp. We think he's dead. So I was...
Is that a pretty good, like, verbatim quote?
We found him wrapped in a tarp. Yeah, we think he's dead. I think that's pretty verbatim.
Okay. And what did they say about it?
They said that they saw a knife sitting near the body, but there was no blood on it.
They said there was no blood on it?
That they saw. So they were like, wanting us to go out there and check it out. And so I told them that I'm going to call for law enforcement because we're not going to go in the woods right now with a knife and a dead body.
Following the paramedics' interaction with the two individuals, the Leon County Sheriff's Department arrives at the location, where Deputy Michael Henderson, the first to arrive, is guided by Jamie Denger to the site of the discovery.
You go down the trail. Okay. That's his first tent. It'll be his first tent on the left.
Okay. How many people live in this camp?
Two. Rick, the old man in the back tent. That's where we saw James. I didn't look in Rick's tent. I didn't go back there. We just left and came up here.
Okay.
To the animals.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to hang out. We need to get some information from you. I appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah, we know fucking did it, dude.
Okay. Where's the trailer?
It's right next to the fence and that pole. There's been a fence in the pole.
Okay.
We're gonna go back that way about 50 yards.
Okay.
60 yards. It's Walmart.
Okay.
When I walked over to the bridge,
Yeah.
the knife was laying on the ground. There's no blood on it.
Did you touch the knife?
I did pick up the knife.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need to get fingerprints from you. Okay.
No problem.
Telling Deputy Henderson that he has picked up a knife that is situated at the scene, he also tells the deputy that Alan may have further disturbed the scene by lifting a tarp the victim is wrapped in.
Okay.
And then Alan walked by the tarp and goes, "What's that?" And he picked the tarp up with his stick he's got in his hand. And James was laying there face down, and I dropped the knife and we left.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna need to get a very detailed statement from you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just because.
I understand.
Well, the thing is, I'm not accusing you of anything, but you have to be ruled out. You see what I'm saying?
100%. I knew that. Come on down here.
As Jamie guides Deputy Henderson further into the woods, Deputy Faith Azure arrives at the location where she speaks with Alan Roberts Cheatwood within the car park.
And then what time did you go over there? Just now?
Yes, ma'am. Just now. We come right here and stopped the paramedics.
Okay.
And told them,
So when the
call
call came
911.
Okay.
Now.
Can I get your name?
Yes, ma'am. Alan Cheatwood.
Oh, what is it?
A-L-A-N Cheatwood. C-H-E-A-T-W-O-D.
What's your middle initial?
That is, my name's Robert.
So which one's your
Robert
middle?
Allen.
Robert Allen.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. I go by Alan.
Okay. What's your birthday?
10/15/65.
Okay. Do you have a phone number or anything like that?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your phone number?
I remember that. 448 666 4618.
Okay.
That's it.
And
got
you
two
said
phones.
that you and your friend went over there and found
Yes,
him,
ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm gonna go over there. Okay.
Please don't.
Well, I gotta go help. Okay. I gotta help him figure
Well,
it out.
I
Okay.
couldn't go back up
No.
there.
You're gonna stay here. Okay. You okay staying here for me?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm okay.
You stay here and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay.
Please do something.
I'm gonna
Would you-
try.
Alan and Jamie reside within the woods along with numerous others as a result of the escalating homelessness crisis in Tallahassee. The gruesome discovery was made at a nearby campsite which is home to James Ledendecker and Rick Needler, and with neither Rick nor James nowhere to be seen, the identity of the victim remains unknown.
Alright, it's just up in here?
About 50 feet away.
Alright, you just hang on down right here for me, okay? Let me get up here and take a look.
You'd rather than that far.
Which one?
Right here. Right here in front of you.
Oh shit, okay.
And then, will you please look in that back tent, please?
Alright. Where's the knife?
The knife is on the left-hand side of him.
Okay.
It's laying on the ground. It's got a white belt tied to it.
Okay, just hang out there for me, okay?
Yeah, buddy.
SO389 dispatch. 1012, signal 7.
Yeah, sir.
Just stay right there for me, okay?
Yeah. Did you pass away?
Yeah. SO3893 SO389371. 10-4, signal 7. Alright, sir, head back up for me, okay?
Alright. You checking that other tent, sir?
I'm gonna check it, okay? 38936 SO389 to 361.
Upon examining the victim's pulse and observing the body's coldness, it is clear that the individual has passed away. The cooling of a body influenced by various factors generally occurs at a rate of 1 to 2 degrees Celsius per hour. Given that the victim does not seem to have been deceased for an extended period, Deputy Henderson proceeds to search the vicinity, unaware of whether the perpetrator is still hidden within the forest.
SO389 dispatch. I'm not sure if it's a person or I'm not sure what it is, but I've got movement east of my location in the woods. Sounds like it's heading this way. Hey, LT. So, hey, we got movement east of here. There's something moving around back this way. Oh, body's fresh. Whatever's moving on right here, I'm listening to it.
6 officers.
Is there blood on the knife? There's something. It looks like rust, but it could have been cleaned. It's right here next to the body. That's a 6301.
Now you got another homeless camp right straight through there.
Okay, that may be what.
That's where those other two. That's where those other guys stay at.
Okay. Knife right here.
631 to this channel.
All right. No, four. Body's here, and we've got one person outstanding from this camp.
Everyone south, everyone south.
Now, guy who led me back here picked the knife up. When they saw the body, he dropped it and left it right there.
Everyone south.
Hearing noises from the woods, Deputy Henderson is left uncertain about the presence of an unaccounted individual, and as a result, two of the deputies head towards a nearby campsite to check for any signs of activity, while a helicopter is also dispatched to survey the surrounding area.
Yeah.
784.
Pretty amazing.
Got a noise complaint at 2489 Emerald Ridge Loop.
I was hoping I'd get a track on something. Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone, that's 63 northeast.
389 Airborne, I'll flash my light, and it's going to be due east of there.
On northwest.
I'll be northwest.
Check right here.
She spoke with the duty officer earlier, but now one Elio is the person.
Sheriff's office, anybody in here?
Come to her house.
Hello, anybody in here?
Everyone, that's 63 on northwest.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't open it, but
Everyone to SO 39 northwest.
With no signs of anyone else in the area, the deputies continue to analyse the crime scene, where they uncover some interesting details.
little eyeball right here. That's kind of spooky.
Alright, there's some creepy shit back here.
Yeah, some voodoo going on.
Creepy, creepy, creepy.
Yeah. What's that right there?
Right here, Seth.
No. What's that right there?
That?
No. Right up under the carving. Is that...
Blood in there? Yeah, sticks there too. Oh, it's.
Is that blood?
I don't think so. I think it's.
Nah, that's part of that.
That rock. Yeah.
Following a forensic analysis, the substance noted by the deputies is later confirmed to be blood, with additional blood spatter evidence discovered throughout the campsite. In another location, they find several belongings, including an identification card belonging to a person named Kevin Ledendecker.
Oh, yeah.
Is this
I look right there. There's somebody's
ID card?
card there. And money.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, look at that.
Nice fishing card. Kevin Michael Ledendecker.
Look how that's, all that debris is, Seth.
This looks like this is where he was laid.
Look at this.
Yeah, this looks like, because I mean, there's this water. I mean, there's that shit.
Armed with this information, one of the deputies proceeds to his patrol vehicle to check if the individual's photograph is present within the police database.
Hey, is this Charles' buddy right here? Is that him?
No.
That's not him?
No.
No.
Let me see that.
Let me see the picture. I thought you was talking about dust.
No. I'm talking about.
That might be James before he had a stroke.
Yeah, he had a stroke.
Is that James? He was young there. No, that's his son. No, that's James' son.
That's Kevin.
That's the deceased son. That's Kevin.
Yeah, that's Kevin.
That's Kevin.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay,
That's
so
his son.
That's his son?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
his
so
son.
his name is James.
His name's James.
James Legendary.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
So you saw the similarity in his face, right?
I met Kevin the other day, so.
Okay.
Nice kid.
All right. We got the detectives coming out. We appreciate y'all hanging out because y'all going to help us a lot, man. We appreciate you,
Yeah,
man.
y'all look.
We appreciate you, man. We'll be right back with you, okay?
Hey, what's the guy's name on the ID card?
That was Kevin. That's Kevin Legendary. That's the guy that's out of the car. His name is James. That's his son's ID card. Kevin's son.
The deputies and the homeless parties believe the deceased individual to be James Ledendecker due to the identification card belonging to his son. This theory is further strengthened when Rick Needler, who resides with James at the campsite, who is also unaccounted for, makes a surprise entrance into the crime scene.
All right, LT. Faith is getting all the 3 interviews of the paramedic who saw the reaction of the 2 men that came out of the woods, and told them about this thing, and then the 2 guys that have all the information for us. And I guess Seth is about to identify the person if y'all haven't already closed.
We haven't seen his face, but Brad's going to interview the witnesses.
Okay.
Did they do written statements?
They're trying to. The guy who's doing the writing is crazy, so he's having trouble focusing right now. So. No!
Stop!
I don't think he can see it, but yeah. He got his things full of trash.
Hey, get his 14.
This idea, Justin.
You got an ID get his information.
Go ahead.
You got an ID on you?
By also locating images of James Ledendecker in the police system, the deputies may be able to identify the victim. However, to avoid compromising evidence by removing the victim from the tarp, they opt to wait for forensic specialists.
Was the knife on him? Do we know where he stabbed at?
No, I don't see any wounds where he's at. There's some red substance near his left hand.
His stomach, right here looks like. Look right here, you see how his stomach is right there? Like it's red. I don't know. I would think that there'd be a bunch of blood if he had stabbed right there.
Where do you see it?
You have to get down there and look. How did you know?
2 guys came up from.
Those 2 guys that were over there, they found him out there. And then EMS was back here.
EMS came back. I said and I stopped him right there. Well, they came up, but I said he's cold to the touch and no pulse. So.
And you never opened him up at all?
Nope. I checked the pulse on the left hand and left it.
I think you're safe to have opened it up.
Well, the last one I didn't mess with.
Although the deputies noticed certain injuries on the victim, they remain unaware of the full extent of the inflicted harm. Even after the victim is taken out from under the tarp, the injuries sustained render the victim physically unidentifiable. While we cannot present any crime scene images related to this matter, as the injuries and photographs are truly horrendous, should this video attain 7,000 likes, we will feature them in a separate age-restricted video. Whilst the deputies continue to analyse the crime scene for potential evidence, one of the officers comments on an unusual odour emanating from the campsite.
Yeah.
Smell this right. You don't smell gas right here? You think they're going to torch him?
I can absolutely smell gas right here.
You think they're going to torch him?
I don't know. But there's definitely gas right here.
The deputies have proposed a theory regarding the presence of a gasoline odour at the scene. However, the actual explanation, which will be disclosed soon, is likely to be far more unsettling. Meanwhile, whilst the deputies continue to question potential witnesses, the homeless community believes they are aware of the individual responsible for the crime.
That is a weird.
He came down there and threatened me last
Yeah,
night.
he did more cooking dinner.
Seems like he should stay in his own area. Why is he messing with y'all?
He's messing with me because I used to stay up there with him.
He's just a bully.
I
he's
used
a bully.
to stay up
Right?
there in his house.
He's a bully.
Has he always been a bully?
Yes, sir. He am, but 29 years old.
What was the name again?
Jesse
Steve McDonald.
He's familiar to us, I believe, isn't he?
Yes, sir. He just went to jail about 2 months
What kind of
ago.
vehicle does he drive?
He
I
don't.
don't know.
You don't drive a
Here,
vehicle?
come on. That dude couldn't hurt a fly.
Please go get that man right now.
We don't know where he is right now.
off.
We're working on
Can I
it.
say something?
Yep.
I
You
want to
know,
run
man.
off right now and go do something.
I understand. I do understand. I do. And that is our plan. We just have to work through it.
Right now, I
You know
don't
who he is,
care.
right?
Yeah, I know the name, and I'm about to pull
My
up
Lord
everything from the
Christ
past.
understands where I'm coming from.
But the very first thing is that statement. I got to get that for my investigation.
You better get him.
Do your thing. Come on. It's very important, okay? Hey, it's very important.
By them.
All right, thank you.
And can I take a look at this? Let me just go December 2nd.
Yeah, I can't write this here.
Okay, can go on James and Rick. Had it coming, saying they had it coming. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he
And then this
said.
morning, Rick tells him,
Told me.
told you that Dusty came to the tent, which is over here with James.
Yes, ma'am.
Tenant Will James was in it, so I'm like, 11 o'clock or so. Rick called the sheriff's department. They let me know, stay away from Rick. Around between 2 and 4, I heard arguing across the way, so I went to see what was going on. James was on the ground saying, Dusty, leave it alone. I assumed it was just a spat and walked back to my tent.
The person mentioned by the men is a man named Dusty McDonald, recognised by the homeless community for permitting them to use his home for showers, laundry, and occasionally overnight stays. James had been living at Dusty's home until Dusty asked him to leave, compelling him to go back to the campsite. According to Alan's statement, Dusty has been visiting the campsite looking for James and was observed having a verbal altercation with him earlier in the day. Following this information, deputies are dispatched to Dusty's residence.
Go around the back, I'll knock on the door.
You can go that way.
Baker, 159 November 17th.
I don't know if that's him, but there's somebody in there.
Sheriff officer, put a knife down, man. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out.
I don't have anything in my hands.
Okay, come on.
Please, I don't
Come
have
on.
anything in my hands.
Come on out.
I'm right here, sir.
Come on out.
Dude, I'm right here.
Dusty,
Okay.
Dude, yes.
turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Dude, man just trying to light me on fire, dude.
We got contact in the front window.
Of course. Man, sir, y'all know what happened down there. That man tried to light me on fire, man. It's all on surveillance, dude.
Dusty, you gotta do anything stupid. The dog's gonna bite you.
I'm not even armed, dude. Look there, I'm not armed at all, sir. Sir, man just left my house, and man tried to murder me down there and light me on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
35111, dude. Y'all know this. All right, y'all know this, right?
We're gonna walk this way, man.
Yeah, dude. Sir, you know what happened down there.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Dude, man tried to light me on fire as I came.
Okay, just listen.
Okay.
We've got one side. Okay. That's why you need to come with us. Okay?
I'm coming, dude.
I know you are. And I've spoken to you before, so I know you're cooperative. So.
Oh, sir, I remember you.
On arrest, Dusty tells the deputies that the victim had tried to set him on fire, which may explain the smell of gasoline at the scene. However, following the victim's autopsy, they would discover a strong odour of petroleum emanating from the lungs and airways. Further toxicology reports confirmed the presence of gasoline within the victim's system, with abnormal amounts of petroleum compounds found within the biological samples. Following Dusty's arrest, he was brought into the Leon County Sheriff's Office for an audio and video recorded interview.
Hey, are you Dustin?
Yeah,
Has anybody checked on you?
No, but my still got wounds and my circulation's.
You got work here. Hop up. Let me take his handcuffs off.
Thank
What wounds
you.
you got?
You see my permission to stand up, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Stand up and turn around.
Thank
I'll take
you.
his handcuffs off. Don't do it that you're not going to try to hurt
Sir,
me.
sir, no.
Okay.
Come on.
I don't know. I met you before. My name is Brad, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brett. You know I'm an owl, right?
You're what?
You know I'm an owl, right?
Okay.
You know what that means, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, thank you.
Golly.
Thank you. This
Oh,
has been
man, doing that.
this has been a really hard day.
Hold on just a second.
Thank you so much. Oh, my circulation.
As seen from the interview footage, Dusty refers to himself as an owl, which may be interpreted to mean he is a nighttime person. However, something may be psychologically wrong with Dusty, as explained by the homeless community.
I think y'all should be careful because I feel like Dusty's, been living a fantasy.
Yeah.
And now he might be trying to live out that fantasy of somebody who's not. I don't know.
What fantasy was it?
I don't know. He just always talked like he was a general. He was the leader of this and that, and of some special ops and just different things like that. We always just thought he was like a little loony, a little crazy. That's it. I didn't buy into it no more than that. But I had stayed with him before, and he kicked me out. I wasn't going through that no more.
You know why I kicked you out?
I don't know. Just I thought I was in an alliance, and I was taking pictures of him and stuff like that with my phone, and I didn't even have a phone.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What alliance are you with?" I said, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "I saw you taking pictures of me with your phone." I said, "Dusty, I don't even have a phone." He said, "You gotta go." So I left.
As explained, Dusty's behaviour is frequently described as unusual, which may explain the interview you are about to witness, in which Dusty believes he has been working a secret operation at the campsite, trying to gather important intelligence.
Anywhere else?
No, not really. I'm just really tired. I was just about to eat, and as you know, I walk under mass surveillance, man. And so do you know how hard today was?
I can't imagine.
Going across that damn bridge, and you threw that damn gasoline, you know me. I mean, we know. I mean, come on.
Yes.
It's, I'm handling it remarkably well. Man, that was some crazy shit, man. And to still be able to get us some usable intel, you'll get why staying at that place is so dangerous for me. I did not enjoy any of that crap.
How long have you been doing it?
What, this kind of work? Not very long. That was my first. I think everybody knows that. From the get-go. Thank you for this deep psychological diagnosis for because it's helping a lot.
Good.
I mean, praise God it is. Because, man, I was so exhausted today. I had nothing in me.
Fix everything.
I know.
Furthermore, Dusty believes the incident at the campsite has been recorded by covert surveillance.
I turned my right back today. And And then you just set up the whole scenario in there, you know, like we don't see everything. Anyway, man, thank you for subscribing.
Absolutely.
Do you have any questions for me?
I do.
That we did not already get on Total Thing, please.
Okay, so the details help you. Let's go like one step at a time.
Yes, sir.
So you crossed the bridge.
Hell,
Did you cross the bridge or did you go through the creek?
I crossed the bridge.
You did. Okay.
I was very well seen coming and how I was dressed.
How were you dressed?
Well, you saw me come through the door. I mean, and you saw me when I was over there next to Jesse and whoever the hell that other guy is.
Yeah, so for me to verify everything that I
Yes, sir.
can see elsewhere, I'm trying to.
I know, I'm not mad at you.
I know you're not mad at me. That's just I don't want you to think I'm asking
So
questions.
many others like think my personality is that I can't talk to people.
I can get by it.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to think I'm, being an asshole.
Certainly, I am very relieved that we were having this conversation.
To extract information from the victim, later identified to be James Ledendecker through fingerprint analysis, Dusty explains using extreme interrogation techniques.
And it just, man, like I said out there, clean as hell. And I didn't want to ever have to do that till down the line.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of forced the issue.
They did. Well,
Pretty quick.
oh, you hadn't seen anything. I mean, that was more of, specifics helped me about the interrogation technique that we don't already have on video. That is, pretty much, I'm pretty sure that he's either with the American, which he doesn't have the intelligence level to, at all. I think it's the same bumpkins.
Yeah.
The low-level ones, and we know, oh man, we got bigger issues with spiders on that bus ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Which would have been some interrogation techniques were you using?
well, I'm very just self-taught in the mode, by those in the know. Staring, bargaining, just for it was like, do you not look Kevin? What about your grandkids? You know what I mean? And then he would get stuff out, and then hard pauses when he knew he had said something. I guess we don't have a lot of surveillance zoom on things, right? Because I assume, Dartmouth level 10 or something BS like that. But I don't know, just switching up the pace, because I really just wanted to tie him up and leave him there and walk up there.
Did you ever tie him up?
Yeah, I had him up the hands and thing, but he kept trying to get close to another weapon every movement, every damn movement. I don't know.
So you bit both ears?
Damn, man.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
The eye, and then as it progressed, the other one.
Did you use thumbs? What did you use for that?
The index, and then one of the stakes on near the end.
Okay. What about here? I can't remember which side.
I think it was probably when I was standing on top of him, where I was. And when I had my boot on his face. Because, dude, in my mind, I've always seen it as a clean, as we've been training to do. You know what I mean? And the fact that he just knew a lot too.
Yeah.
Especially about when I was asked him, how did you know I'm leaving this office?
What did you say?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't give that up, but he knew. I was like, so you knew I was leaving this off. And on the audio, you'll get that if there is audio. That's what the compromises is I knew they would be extreme and keep going as it went forward.
When did you realize that he was going to have to go?
Probably when he bit my fucking finger.
Yeah. Well, you earned some crackers and some water, man. If you need some more, let me know. I'm work on something real quick.
Will I be able to go home?
I'm going to figure that out.
Yeah, because am I going to jail or we're going down the dance?
We're going to have to figure that kind of out because, you know how this thing kind of goes from here.
I guess, I don't know.
I'm going to come talk to you about it in just a little bit.
Thank you.
While we currently lack details regarding Dusty McDonald's trial or sentencing, it is reasonable to suggest that his defence may have presented diminished responsibility as a mitigating factor, or potentially pursued an insanity plea, based on his severe mental illness at the time of the offence. If you have made it to the end of this video, we sincerely appreciate your time spent watching our content. If you have not done so yet, we kindly invite you to subscribe to our channel, drop a like, or share your thoughts in the comments.